What's up, ladies and gentlemen, Overskilled Gaming here. I hope you're doing great. So the newest Hearthstone expansion, the Witchwood, has a whole bunch of new cards. And here is my top 10 of the best of the meta defining cards. If you agree with my order, or if you maybe disagree, write it down in the comment section. Write me what you think of the cards, what you think of my order. Also leave me a subscribe, join the OSG crew, leave me a like to the video, and I really hope you enjoy the video. And now, let's go! Let's start our top 10 list with rank 10, and on rank 10 there is the Hench clan fuck, and that is a 3 mana card with 3/3 stats on it, and I think it's a very powerful tempo card. So I guess it's best in Rogue. Think about the scenario when you dagger up at turn 2 and then in turn 3 you play this guy, you attack and you have a 4/4 for 3 mana. It's also very strong in Arena, I guess, with nearly all the weapon classes, with Warrior, with Shaman and with Rogue, as I mentioned earlier. So the good thing on it is, and the thing that makes it insanely strong, when the opponent can't answer this card, it will grow and grow and grow. So you have a very cheap monster, fits in a lot of like aggro tempo decks, like Tempo Rogue or maybe a Tempo Warrior that is coming with the new expansion. So I think it is a very good card, but just on rank 10 of my list. Rank 9 on my list are actually 2 cards. One is the Book of Specters and 2 is the Archmage Arugal. So the Book of Specters lets you draw 3 cards for 2 mana, but you have to discard any spell you draw. So if you have watched my video, the top 10 worst cards of the new expansion, I also mentioned this card. So I don't know how I have to feel about this card yet. But I think in combination of the book and the Archmage, it can actually be very strong. So think about the fact that you can draw 3 minions and you always get a copy when you play the Archmage and the book in one turn. So that can be very powerful. Also, if you think about Jaina decks, then you want to get to Jaina as fast as possible. And with the Book of Specters, it's not possible to discard Jaina. So it's a very good option to get fast to your Jaina, get that nice hero power and work with that. On the other hand, I still think it's a little bit risky. So you can play it and think about the fact you get Frostbolt, Fireball. So you just destroy 3 of your very worthy cards and you get nothing out of it for 2 mana. Rank 8 on the list is the new hero of Shaman, Hagatha the Witch. So when you play it, it has the battle cry to deal 3 damage to all minions, and when you actually press your hero power after you played it, you always get a spell after you played a minion, so you get a random spell. I think that is most likely to be played in Control or mid-range Shaman, and yeah, I think it has a lot of potential and I'm really excited to see that card in play. We still have to think about the fact that Shaman has some, let's say clunky spells like Totemic Might or like Earthshock or stuff like that. So it has its positive sides, but it also has a downside, so still not sure about it, but I think it's kinda good, and yeah, I'm excited to see that in Shaman decks. What can we say about our rank 7? It's the Nightmare Amlagam, and yeah, what my first thought was when I saw this card, I really hope that someone at Blizzard who created this card was stoned while making it. So it is a 3 mana minion with the stats 3 and 4, and it's an elemental, it's a mech, it's a murloc, it's a totem, a demon, a pirate, a beast, it's just everything. And that is also the fact why I think it's pretty damn good. It's very flexible in its use, so you can use it in every deck. If you want to make a special deck, a murloc deck, a dragon deck, whatever you want to use it, you can use it in. But it's also weak to stuff like Hungry Crab, so to specific tech cards. So yeah, I think it's strong because of its flexibility, and it also brings good stats, but it's also weak to some kind of sneaky tech cards. Let's keep on going on the list, and at rank 6 there is Baku the Mooneater. So look at this artwork, very pretty in my opinion, very nice. So beside that, it's a 9 cost minion with 7-8 stats that upgrades our hero power. So I think it's not particularly very strong, but I think it can have a use in some specific decks. So maybe there's a warrior deck where you can armor a lot, so there it is helpful. Maybe there's a new kind of face hunter in the meta where you can deal 3 damage instead of 2, or a priest where you need the healing or something like that. But we also have to consider the high mana cost. 9 mana is most likely very bad, because you can't press your hero power in the same turn if you don't have a coin or anything like that pretty much. So has a lot of downsides, but I think a top 10 list, a meta defining top 10 list without Baku the Mooneater would not be the same. Entering the top 5 we have Lord Godfrey, which is a 7 mana card with 4/4 on stats for Warlock, which is in general a horrible card. But we have the battle cry that we deal 2 damage to all other minions, and if anyone dies, this battle cry repeats itself. So basically we have a board clear, and after the board clear, Warlock has still a 4/4 body on the board, and that combination I think makes it playable, makes it worthy, and I think it's a card Warlock, or a card that will be played in Warlock, and I think it's decent, good, and yeah, it can be a defining card of this new upcoming meta. Before we enter our top 3, we have rank 4, and on rank 4 there is Countess Ashmore, which is like the creator that we know earlier from earlier expansions. It battle cry says draw a rush card, a lifesteal card, and a death rattle card. It also has a 6/6 body for 7 mana, so great overall. It's a neutral card, it has decent stats, and it has a great drawing mechanism, which makes this card one of the best of the new expansion, and I think it is very useful for most of the decks that work with Death Rattle, Lifesteal, Rush cards, and I think we will see this card a lot in play. And bronze medal goes to another Warlock card. So Glinda Growskin is a 6 mana card with 3/7 in stats, and if it's on the board, it gives our minions in hand the Echo ability. So it is a little bit expensive with 6 mana, so we can't do a lot on the turn where we play it. We only have 4 mana left where we can do something and play cards again and again with the Echo mechanic. But if it survives 1 turn, hell breaks loose, I tell you that. You can play a lot of the great, of the good, of the crazy Warlock cards that are in the game right now over and over again and make use of them. So what I tell you now, prepare your decks that you always can kill a 3/7 minion with your deck, otherwise I guess you simply lose the game, and that's the reason why I think Glinda Growskin is one of the best cards, or the 3rd best card of this new expansion. Rank 2 and the silver medal goes to Voodoo doll. And Voodoo Doll is a 3 mana 1/1 which battle cry says choose a minion. Okay, that's not very good, but in combination with the Death Rattle, destroy the chosen minion, we get basically a neutral assassinate for every class. So that is insane, guys. In my opinion, that is very insane, and that is the reason why it is on rank 2 of my little list. I think it fits best to mage because of the hero power. You can play this guy and then with your hero power kill off a minion, and it's basically like an assassinate for mage. But I think we will see a lot of this card in play in nearly all the decks. So yeah, guys, what can I say? Prepare for this little doll. And here we are. The winner is Chameleos, whatever. It is the 1 mana priest card with 1/1 stats. That is horrible, but its ability is just crazy, I think. Each turn this is in your hand, transform it into a random card your opponent is holding. So why is that so good? Information, I think, is everything in Hearthstone. So if you let this guy in your hand, you get the information what your opponent has in his hand every turn. So you just know before he plays it what he has and what he will use. So beside the fact that you can use his cards, you just have information, and that is key to win a game. So basically the priest class is strong at the moment anyway, and with this guy who wins my top 10 list of the most meta defining cards, the best cards in the new expansion, the Witchwood, I think Priester will be even stronger, and you have this great priest deck and this guy fits in it perfectly. You have the information, you have a lot of power in priest. That card is simply insane. Be prepared of this guy, and what can you say? Play priest, play this guy. You know your own cards, you know the cards of your opponent. Thanks a lot for watching the videos. As always, like, subscribe, just do it right. And also comment what's your favorite card of the new expansion. I'm really excited to hear what you guys think. And yeah, that's it for this video. I'm out. See ya!